Now to a heartbreaking story out of Dallas. A 4-year-old boy, Cash Gernon, abducted in the middle of the night from his bed, found dead in the street the next morning. New surveillance video obtained by the Daily Mail shows the suspect, 18-year-old Darriyn Brown, standing over the little boy's crib, which he shared with his twin brother. Brown then leans in, as you saw, grabbing little Cash from his bed. Police said Cash was later found shirtless and shoeless, suffered various wounds from an edged weapon. Here to react, Matt Locke, host of the Matt Locke Show. He's based in Dallas, and I know, Matt, you've been following this story as it's unfolded here. What's the latest that we've heard from police?
Well, we don't know if there's a motive yet. I reached out to my sources last night in the Dallas Police Department. They don't understand why this happened. They're looking into it. The young man that did abduct Cash and then later, we think, murdered him was known to the family. There's just no rhyme or reason to why any of this has taken place. And we're going to find out, I think, over the next few days that there may not be a rhyme or reason for why it took place.
You said perhaps the suspect knew the family. Talk to me about the family. Where were they when this incident took place?
Well, they were sleeping, and it's a very interesting situation. I don't know if anybody knows this, but these children were not they were not the woman's children that they lived with. They were her ex-boyfriend's twin boys that lived with her, and he's off somewhere else. It's a very tragic family story, and they were in the middle of the night sleeping when, Mr. Brown came in and abducted young Cash, and then we think later murdered him.
We also know that Cash has a twin as well. How's the twin brother doing? Was he attempted? Do we know if the suspect had any plans to go back and harm the twin again, allegedly?
Well, if you look at the video from the Daily Mail, you'll see it. He did go back a second time. He was there about 3, 4 a.m. the first time, 5 a.m. the second time, stood over the second twin, but for whatever reason got spooked and decided to leave the house. He did break in to the home and did abduct Cash, so I think he had in his mind to take both boys. Why? We still don't know.
It's such a bizarre case and heartbreaking, of course, too. So many unanswered questions. How is the community responding and knowing that this has happened?
Well, Dallas County is an odd deal, and I'll give you a little insight to this because I think this is a situation where environment has played a big role. In Dallas County, the district attorney is not prosecuting petty theft of $750, and what he really means is they're not prosecuting petty theft of $750 if you're a minority. They're trying to defund the police over there, and they've caused this environment in Dallas County where these kind of crimes are starting to pop up, that lawlessness is being seen in all parts of Dallas County. And of course, they want to defund the police over there. So you're taking law enforcement off of the streets. So you have a community that's protect us. Please protect us. Come help us. Stop defunding the police and come take care of the communities that need to be taken care of.
Have we heard anyone maybe from the community who would have information about, again, why this took place, why the suspect acted in this way?
Well, I can tell you there's not a lot of information. I talked to my sources last night and again this morning. There just isn't a lot of information to this story right now, which makes it even more perplexing. They have no reason. They have no rhyme as to why the young man walked into the house. No one's talking in the neighborhood. It was early in the morning. There wasn't a lot seen. And really, the only information they've got to go on is the video that was in the house.
Yeah, and at least the police officers have that video. Gives you somewhat of a lead. Again, 4 years old, that little boy. Matt Locke, we appreciate you sharing those details with us. Matt Locke joining us live. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.